Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Patrick's Parabox, because I definitely know which game I'm playing. I've spent some time looking at this today, and I don't know. I don't have anything. I'm still sort of functioning under the assumption that I need to get the pointer space into the real space somehow, but I don't know how I would do that. And I have had a heck of a day or two, and I kind of want to just look at some new puzzles. So let's go do that. We'll come back. We're going to get it. That's not the one we're going to leave unfinished. Okay, what am I inside of right now? Interesting. Okay, so I think I see what the deal is here. The problem is, if we just press up and then to the right, when I press right, I'm going to push all of these blocks, and then each of them is also going to move further to the right. And depending on the ordering of that, they may push each other even further. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So what we have to do is use this space down here to rearrange this line so that I am on the right side. And this is the order that we're in right now is the order of action from left to right, right? Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we want to do is completely reverse the line. This is actually this is maybe going to be a little trickier than I was thinking. Okay, so that's now we're 4, 1, 2, 3. We just got to keep doing that, right? Scraping one thing off the end of the line, and then it is going to get a little weird as we continue doing it, but right, I think this is good. And then so now wait, no, I've done this in a funny order, and now I'm 3, 4, 1, 2, right? But it's 4 has to be on the... Okay. Hold on, let me try to fix that. Okay. Right, but when I press left, I push... This is... this is a little weird. Okay, so 4, 3, 1, 2. Shoot, right, they're going to separate naturally whenever I pull them apart due to the nature of one of them pushing the other. When I press left, they're going to want to separate as well. But I believe this is it, right? Yeah, now we can all... That was not the clean way to do that, but it did work. Okay, so this time... Oh, this is interesting. And also the puzzle as a whole is one of us. That's very... Okay. Yeah, this is fine. So here's a problem. There's a controlled box here. If we ever press left and then another direction afterward, we're going to make the puzzle uncompletable, right? Because this thing will come out here and then left, right, up, or down kills us. Yeah. So the only time we press left has to be when it finishes the puzzle. And it does necessarily have to do that. So we have to take advantage of the fact that these blocks will push each other to order things in this line such that when we press left, it's going to space us out so that this thing's at the left edge. No, wait, that's not going to work because... Oh, never mind, never mind. I was thinking of some weird, more complicated thing where we used this against this left edge of the block in this position to allow a block to enter from this side, but none of that means anything. What I have to do is get this thing against the left edge and then press left again, causing this block, which is conscious, to step into this space and solve the puzzle for us. It's just a matter of figuring out the positioning. Oh, it's difficult to eyeball what the movement order is. So this acts before that. The mouths are probably they're probably consistent from level to level, the order, but I already don't remember what order they were acting in last time. So if I press left right now, yeah, we don't quite get the answer we want. We can reorder. That was a single press of right, by the way. We can reorder these to some extent. That's closer. I do feel like closer still. Because the chain of what's happening here is so complicated. Yeah, I am afraid that like this feels to me like I'm going to be solving it with trial and error, which obviously I do not love. So it's actually with the left press that spreads the blocks out. This thing has to get pushed out into that position. So it acts last, right? Do we have enough blocks here? So it looks like this is in the center column right now. So there's 4 spaces, so it'll be block, space, block, space, block, space, block, space, meta block, and then the meta block executes the final move to the left. Yeah, okay. So we must press left exactly once, and we just got to order these blocks on the right. I'm just like double checking that assumption. I think it is good. It's just a matter of hold on a second. Let me go back to the previous puzzle. Okay, because these are in exactly the wrong order right now, right? So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Assuming that those faces are consistent from puzzle to puzzle. 2, 3, 4, right? Which means that if I press left right now, nothing should get... It shouldn't create any space. There'll just be a blank space here, right? Okay, yes. And you're last? You are last. You are visibly last. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, effectively. So I just have to reverse these again. It's nice of them to put them in that same order. So when I press right, we get cycle plus 1, which means that right now we are 4, 1, 2, 3. I can press up to insert the 5. But if I'm going to insert the 5, it needs to be to the left of the 4. So we need to execute this rightward move one more time after this. Each time I press right once, it cycles us 5 moves. Okay. So I am now ejecting 3 to put 5 in its place. And now we are 2, 5, 4, 1. And that's 3 up there. Getting there. If we're gonna bring... So all we can do now is insert the 3. And it needs to go to the right of this one. So basically I just press right until that ends up here, which is gonna be that many. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2? Wait, if that's right, we're good, right? Oh, except this needs to be the rightmost. There we go. Okay, so when we press left now, if I understand this correctly, it should solve the puzzle, right? No, it didn't. Let's see. This block is moving earlier in the sequence. Shoot, I can't. It's happening so fast that I can't tell. This block is not. It's not operating at the end of the move. So actually, it's this block. This block is operating at the end of the move, which is the problem. So this block. Oh, you know what? It's probably that I was thinking that this was 5 and 6, but it's probably the other way around, right? This is probably 5, which means that we need to bump this guy out of the sequence. And then we have to press right one more time. Yeah, you're a little too late. So now when I press left, this should work because we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6 and 7 between those, whatever. There it is. Okay, I feel like I actually I solved that with my brain rather than my hands, and I feel much better about that. This is really cute. Okay, so we have to, once again, we can press left at most a single, press right this time. At most a single time. We must press right exactly once. So I have to do this such that we are going to, when we press right, all of these are going to stack into each other. And also something over here is going to... this thing ends up there. Wait, this seems problematic. Aren't we necessarily going to have... Well, hold on. Let me test something here. Just want to make sure I understand the timing on this move. Yeah, so okay. That was the move I was making sure of. I was making sure that this wasn't going to consume that piece as it sunk in. But yeah, this seems tricky because aren't we going to... I was thinking what we were going to do was stack up these 4 blocks in this hallway with this thing here, and then we would press right. This thing would enter that space, and all of the blocks would simultaneously telescope into each other. However, even if we get that set up correctly, that means that the block that ends up the smallest, the one that gets scooped into the most spaces, still has an empty spot in it where this block needs to go. So how do I... Because no matter how we operate this... Right, like this is never going to work the other way. And even if these two were operating in the opposite order, this one pressing left... Let me make sure. Maybe I'm misremembering a rule here. Yeah, they're always going to press into the wrong thing. The only way for any of these blocks to enter that space is at the moment that we press right. But I don't understand how it could possibly... And there's a version of this where we get things stacked up correctly with one of the blocks inside here, such that when we press right... Oh, never mind. I got it. What we have to do is stack all of these blocks up into each other's left edges, then make the move up here, then press right and have the blocks unstack and then restack themselves. Okay. Okay. So that means we need to, one needs to end up being the final block that goes in here. And I am embarrassed to admit I've already forgotten the order because my brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round, straight, pointy. As we all know, that is the order of things in the real world, round, straight, and pointy. So, if I've got this right... Okay. Next... Oh, shoot. Nope, can't do that. Round, straight, pointy. I have to be very careful here, because nothing can end up in the... Yeah, it doesn't work. Pull this up here. Nothing can end up in the hallway until it is actually properly its time to be in the hallway. But see, if I press left now, the whole machine gets stuck. So you have to be over here. Yeah, we have to stack you in now. Then this gets over here. Then we can press down. I think this is the answer. So when I press right, it should be the case that the one that is smallest in here steps out to there. Then the one that is second smallest climbs out and into that space, and they all just restack each other in the opposite way. That's very cute. That's a very cute puzzle. I like that very much. It took me a minute to get to it, but to get to where I was going. But I yeah, that's cool. Okay, these are fun. So this is a stacking things inside of other things puzzle. Because, like, obviously what we have to do here is insert these blocks into each other. So, like, right, a very... We need to, like, do stuff like this. We're going to have to use our consciousness to put boxes into corners where they couldn't be put naturally, but then we have to be able to transfer them back out as well. And a way to do that, I suppose, would be... How do I do that? Because each one of these spaces is inaccessible. So, like, what about this? Well, see, that's going to cause a problem, obviously. Here, how about this? What if we do like this? Right, that's what if we do like that. I need... Okay, so we'll put you here. I don't know how I thought this was going to work. In my head, for some reason, this ended up with this thing in that position, but the purple block below it. Huh. Yeah, this maneuver is, like, baffling to me. How do we leave the block where it needs to be and then, like, have something in position already to transfer to it? Or have something in position already to transfer our consciousness from this block to a new thing? And the answer is I don't have any idea, actually. We can't push from inside the block, so it's not like a problem of... Well, it's probably not a problem of loading stuff into the notches in the sides ahead of time. Those notches are just there to make the... I think those notches are just there to make the mechanics of the actual pushing really tricky. I think. I'm actually not like 100% certain. Okay, what even can we do here? So, say we could, just for the sake of experimentation with a thing that I don't think will have any meaningful outcome. Let's say we do this. Push this into here. Then this is a little... No, this is fine, because, right, we can push into blocks, which lets us reposition stuff much more freely. Although I have created a legitimate issue here. Darn it, right. You can only actually transfer consciousness between these blocks to their opposites, which means that nothing can press to the right against this block in the way that we need, so I can't get it off the wall now, but my plan was I was gonna... I don't know, that one is like... The basic conceptual parts of that one are fully beyond me. Okay. How do I... Alright. If we transfer our consciousness into this one, we can create a hole in the puzzle. Sort of. No, we have to do it this way. Okay. So now I have to admit that's not how I thought that was going to go. I thought my consciousness was going to transfer to the green one. All right, how about this? Okay, now we can get our head in here, and then by doing that, we can manipulate where the gap is. No, not really, though. Like, it always ends up being... Okay, no, I totally can. There are things I can do. So how do I... Okay, now when we press up, there we go. So now I need to figure out how to get this thing out of me. Which I could do by... Alright, if we move these blocks around such that the hole is again in the middle... Why am I... Okay, there we go. Now we can press down from here, have this climb out, and then press down from one of the sides. There we go. That one was much easier. That was... Oh, alright, okay. I see. Do you remember a moment ago when I said I see? So this is the only real version of this space. There are four pointers. There are 4 pointers. 2 of them are habitable. Okay, I can transfer consciousness using this. We'll never be able to emit ourselves here on account of this is a pointer space. But what we can do is set this block up. Well, we can't ever emit the block there either, though. Okay, that's confusing. I transferred my consciousness out of the side of the block. I don't know that we've ever done that particular thing before. Okay, so now I've got the wall piece. How much does this help? What is the actually what is the value of this at all? So I can transfer my consciousness downward. But the trick is I need to be able to become these blocks, right? So if I put the wall block here, this is just going to make me the wall block, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm twigging to something here. What we actually want to do is put this block on that line. Okay. So now, when I press left, we won't be able to do this, and our consciousness should transfer to... Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then if we do it in the opposite order, we're good. Sorry, we need to be here. Which is to say that I need the block to be on the other side. Yeah. So the block's got to be here. There we go. You know, the wall piece gives you a place where stoppage can occur, and then the block gives you a place where your consciousness cannot be, which is, you know, the opposite of the problem that we are usually having. Okay. So there's a wall block here that is hiding. It kind of looks like a weird Sesame Street puppet. This is the outside of this whole puzzle. And we got a pointer space and a real space, and it's all, you know, it's all nightmares all the time around here. That's just kind of how that goes. So we can get this off of that wall in this way. But now it's on this wall, which I don't know is, like, hugely better. I guess what I can do with it, though, is I can push it over here to take this block. What do I do with that? We do have this as well. This is the thing I got to think about. So, how would I use this to make any difference in this puzzle whatsoever? Oh, well, a thing that we can certainly do if I could get the wall stopped here, we could push the pointer onto the block to get the block here, and then push the block up, and it would come out the... No, it'll come out of the real space. Shoot. Is this a thing where I have to get the real space out of the corner using the pointer space? Is this another one of those? Because it does seem like I need this... The problem that we're going to have here is that I need this block to be emitted from the real space in the appropriate spot. I just don't know how to do that. I guess... So we can use the pointer space to consume it and put it here or here, which allows us to emit it from either the top of the meta puzzle block or the left of the meta puzzle block. We just gotta get it, or frankly, like if we could figure out a way to get anything to this space, any one of these three pieces, that would totally do it. Okay, how would I... How would I get... Gosh, how would I get any progress at all here? How do I do anything? So I don't know if this is anything, but it is a thing I'm noticing we can do. By doing something like this, oops, we can block the entrance to, and we have the same ability to perform that move here too. So we can leave one of the entrances blocked. I don't know that that would be useful to do, but it is a thing we can do. It's easy enough to push this in here, which is not the way I was doing that before, but it's definitely the way I should be doing it. That lets me put it out here if I want. But is that useful? Because we can never emit anything from the pointer. So the only way we could do something of value here, the only way to get any of these blocks off of the wall, it seems like, is to have them emitted by the other blocks. But this is the only one that can emit, and it's in the corner, which means it can only emit along the wall. But that's got to stop being the case. What is the value of this wall piece? Why is it useful for me to have a wall? Yeah, I actually don't have any idea how to progress in this. This might be a day, forgive me, like I said, it's been a couple of rough ones. This might be a day where we do a fair amount of cherry picking. We just look at puzzles and don't get them and just move right along. And it's just finish the ones that are intuitive to me. Okay, so... Oh, I see. I was like, why is this difficult? But that's a tricky little move there. But like, doesn't this solve that problem? So now, if I am in the wall space, no, that does not solve this problem. So the trick is, what we have here is a block that can't actually be used, and then this is 4 blocks that we have to use to solve the whole deal. So the only way I'm going to be able to control that block, that blue space there, is when it has something inside of it. When I do this, it gives me control of the... Okay, it gives me control of the orange block inside. So the only way I'm going to be able to control that block is specifically when the yellow block is inside of it. And there's no way to get it off the wall without that being the case. So we are necessarily going to have to create this situation. Oh, right. But because of the mechanics of this, we can do like an expunge move. We can do a... Okay, that's interesting. So then it's like... Right, we do that. That puts one of the yellow blocks in a place where it needs to go. Is I want the thing that's at the far end of this process to be sentient, right? Okay. There we go. Yeah, because we have to be very careful to leave things along the wall that we can then take control of and move off of the wall. It can't be the yellow block. That puzzle was much more intuitive to me. So we've got an infinity space that will emit things flipped. But in order to use it, right, so now I can, shoot, I can, no, that was actually fine. I can step out of this like this now, and I'm backwards. And we can put this in here and emit this from it backwards as well. But we have to do that set of moves in such a way that we can actually like... So this thing has to be in this space. This block has to be... Well... So the emitter has to be here. It has to emit the flipped version of this block into that space. And then we have to climb down through this thing in that scale and exit into this space. That's how that has to work. So I have to be able to move the emitter is the problem. Which I can't do. Or... like this doesn't do it. That's not anything. It has to be the other way around for it to have any meaning at all. But the problem is stuff's always going to come out of the other block. Like things are always going to emerge into the gray puzzle space here. So it doesn't matter. Right, like that's good, but now the only way to get it into the spot it needs to be in is... Well, no, I'm sorry, I'm being silly. We can, at this point, emit the puzzle from itself. Yeah, sorry. Once we have the puzzle out of the infinite space, this block is the thing that emits stuff now, right? But the problem is I had to flip it to do that, and it does need to be the other way, because this opening lines up with that. So we're going to have to re-flip it. There we go. So now, in theory, we push this here, push this into the pointer, dump it out of the real space, and then we have proper scaling to be able to move through it. Yeah. Okay. Just combine all the things you learned. That's not that complicated. Nothing that's happened in this game has been complicated. I don't know what you're having such a hard time with. Okay. Well, obviously, we must do this at the very least in order to enter the puzzle. Right. Infinitely recursive movement. Sorry, that's my bad. So if we enter this through here, and we come down a little bit, yeah, we can come out there. But what we actually need to do is emit from this. At least a little bit. Oh, so okay. I have to emit from the green infinity space to push this up, then emit from the orange/brown one to push it over, then do the same again and again and use these pointer spaces to re-enter from the blue. So in order to do that, yeah, that'll take us out the orange. Okay, because all of these spaces are recursively within each other. If we leave from the green, we're going to come out of green space. Then we leave from the orange to push that block to where it needs to be. Leave, darn it, from the green again. I wonder why they make you do 2 blocks instead of 1. Like if you understand the principles necessary to push the 1 block into place, then the second block is completely trivial. Not clear to me. Seems very strange. Okay, same deal. Circularly nest things, and then we just have to accomplish a circular nesting, which seems like it's not gonna be a big deal, right? So we go you and you. Oh, sorry, this has to be the top layer. Otherwise, it's not going to be circular. Right? Principally, that makes sense. Actually, what I probably want to do, just that I have some measure of control over this situation, we can stack these in here. And that way, if something has gone horribly awry, I can move stuff around. We're also going to need these. Okay. So, sorry. Orange is last. That's all I need to know. Okay, so first things first. Right? So we're going to have to... I'm sorry, actually, that's not correct. Everything, the 3 dimensions have to be pressed against the top of this. Okay. So now... Wait, no, I screwed this up, because I'm only going to be able to come out of the orange... They need to be nested differently. One of the blocks has to be inside the green space already, and the other block has to be inside the blue space. It's like I have to achieve a circular nesting, but once I'm inside the space, I can no longer push things into each other. But how am I going to enter these spaces in order to... Alright, hold on a second. The answer is we're just gonna play with it. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But like, we can only push stuff out into this space right now. I need a way of getting into the blue space in order to be able to... So no, I can enter things because we have a wall below us. Here, let me move some stuff around here. I created a situation by putting things at the bottom of the wall when I didn't actually mean to. We can change the order of the nesting once we're in there. Is that right? Okay. My brain today, it's been, like I said, it's been a rough couple of days. Y'all, any of y'all who struggle with, like, obsessive behaviors and stuff. Probably some of y'all know where I'm coming from. Some of y'all have been around here long enough to know some of my difficulties. Okay, so now we're inside the brown space, inside the brown space. And in theory, we can... This is where we need to end up. But actually, we need to be... Okay, let's... Well, that's the only way to construct a circular space, though, right? Because we only have... the brown space is the only thing we have a pointer to. Otherwise, you're just getting a straight nesting. So this is how we construct infinity. Then, we need to somehow... We need to enter the brown space and push the blue space out of it into the blue space. So with these blocks, what I could actually do is... Well, no, yeah, I'm just pushing that to emit. Darn it. How do I... That's going to be the same thing, though. All right, let me get this out of there in a way that makes sense. Okay, so we have to have done approximately that to create infinity, right? That's the only way that we get an infinite space in the first place. Everything's got to get inside the brown space. Now that we're here, we have to turn this into an infinite green space and an infinite blue space. Not simultaneously, but sequentially. And then we had to push stuff out of them. And then just reorder them into different... Okay. So, what we do definitely have is a wall that we can make use of. In fact, we have a variety of walls that we can make use of. We have walls on most sides of this thing. Right, shoot. If I push the brown space into a corner, let me get everything off the wall again. Now we can push stuff, well, we can push stuff into it. If we push like the blue space into the corner and then try to push the brown space. If I swapped the positions of the blue and brown space here, when we pressed left against the brown space from this position, yeah, it'll just emit like that. It'll just do the thing that it's been doing. And if we do it the other way, pressing the blue space now just pushes the blue space into them. I need... Apologies, I'm just like going around in circles here. I need to... What I need is some way of pushing the brown space into the blue space or the green space such that the brown space is no longer the top of that pile. Such that it is no longer the top level space. So when I do this, it's just going to make the blue space, yeah, push everything. Because it's the brown space being against a wall that creates the conditions for us to be able to enter things at all. Yeesh. I mean, I know it's like all challenge room, right? So it's not necessarily so wild that it's hard for me to solve these puzzles. But it is, though. It is hard for me to solve these puzzles. Okay, that one was easy. What's my plan for this one? Yeah, how do I... Because this is the pointer space and that's the real space. So what we can do Yeah, okay, I was just verifying that I was correct about the colors working that way. We can get emitted from the real space, but... Oh, is the thing. So if I pushing the pointer into the pointer here, what if there's no way for us to, what I was thinking is if there was some way to use, before filling this, some way to use this to emit that, like tucking the pointer into the space, but there's no way to get this to emit anything except ourselves, right? Like we can do this thing, but anything I push in there is going to be stuck in there forever. We can get stuff out of here, but I'm not sure that's actually helpful. Like, it would be easy enough for me to push the pointer into this space and then move it around, but also, like, I could do that with anything. And it just puts the pointer out into the space that it's already in. How do I... What's the shenanigans here? I can do a weird nesting. Like, that's still illegal, one of those. Right. Yeah, those things are equivalent. Those are infinitely nested spaces, and it's just the one that you step into determines which color of The phrase I'm actually about to say, the sentence is, which one you step into determines which color of infinity you are entering. Because obviously, the color of the door decides the color of the space, just like in real life. So... we are being given the same opportunity here. So we just have to make sure that these form a circle, right? Blue goes into green. Wait. These all have to end up inside of each other. I can't push stuff onto the walls. I have to be careful. Two of them are already on the walls. Well, sorry, I'm being silly. Some of this... It's just a little bit harder to envision the spiral. But wait, the thing I was doing initially will work, right? And then the blue pointer space is in the yellow one, and then the yellow pointer space is in the blue one. And now all of these are infinitely recursive moves. Yeah, I was right the first time, and then I got myself all twisted. All of those are infinite moves, and the only thing that matters is where in the infinity that you started. That determines which sigma you will be trapped in forevermore. Okay. So we need something to end up here so we can enter the yellow space from the right and just go through it. Okay. This is confusing. This is horrible to look at, and I hate it. But these are 3x3s. What size is the... Okay, so that makes the infinity space also a 3x3. So part of the idea here is you could fill this up. Right, if we did this, then we could actually, which is to say that these things can function as emitters in a weird, sneaky way. So what happens if I hold on? I do this, and then I do that. It's making the infinity noise. Oh, right, because I'm emitting stuff out into nowhere. I was thinking it was going to push them out the side of the block, like I was going to be purging things. But right, they're just emitting into the infinite space. We could completely fill the infinite space, or at least, one row or column of it, but that's not actually helpful. What's the real thing here? Because if we do something like this, where we push one of these things into another one, if we can figure out, like, two of these are pointers and one of them is real, we could do that thing where we keep the pointer space inside of the, darn it. Like, we can fill this up and then put one of these in there as well, and then push this out to here. Oh, right, no, any entrance is going to be infinitely recursive, and so we'll place us in the sigma space no matter what. If Patrick just spent 3 minutes hanging out with Wilmot, that dude from the warehouse, learned how to pick up a block and rotate it around, this would be easy. I had to mess with like 3 different dimensions and axes of infinities in order to get a normal box into the corner so that I can exercise the most basic element of the game. This puzzle's very good. I like it very much. I don't know how we're going to solve it, though. Let's look at one more, and then I'm going to wrap it for the day, or for this episode anyway. Okay, stacked sigmas. It's my favorite new pornographer's song. So we just have this weird little space here. If we create... How would we even create an infinite entry? Like, any version of this is going to involve getting the puzzle off of this right wall, right? Because the only way these things have value is if we can leave them. So we are necessarily going to have to... There's a lot of puzzles in this area that are like, hey, I put the meta puzzle block in a corner, fucking deal with it. Oh no, sorry, that's not true. So I can put this here. That creates an infinite recursive entry, which allows me to... Let's see, like, this is going to be a problem. Okay, so these are pointers back to the real puzzle. So I can add a block. Oh, that's not a block. That's a pointer to the brown space. Never mind. So that lets me get another copy of this. Okay. Okay. So now we do this thing, and then enter that. And this is a pointer to the brown space? Okay. I don't love the fact that pointer to the brown space and ordinary yellow brick are like almost identically colored. I do not know what we are trying to do here, by the way. What is the point? Right, so then we can stack more stuff up. All I have to do... Why do I need ordinary yellow brick? Oh, right, because I have to create a... Okay, so... So ordinary yellow brick needs to live here because we have to enter a particular side of that space. So these two things have to go in here. Tuck it in and tuck it in. Wait, no, I thought... So that puts that into there. And then we have to also tuck this one in. Sorry, I forgot. Right, so now pushing this one in is going to force it in through that space and thus into that space. No, shoot, right, because... Well, there is still the upper space here, so I can do this. Sorry, if the yellow brick is in this position, we can force this into that version of the space, which forces it into here. No, wait, no, this would have to be, okay. My brains are fried. Let's pack it up. Mission's over. Whew. This is the first thing I did today. Usually these are easier when I do them first thing after I get up. This game, I'm enjoying it very much. My brain is apparently maybe not up to the task today. I guess we're gonna see, because I might try to record some more later. That's gonna be it for us for right now in any case, and thank you all so much for watching. Thinking is difficult. When you come back next time, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to try to do more thinking. We'll see. We'll see if there's any thinking available to me. And we'll see you then.